Dear souls on Gaia, have you ever wondered why you feel like a caged lion in human skin? Why every fiber of your being screams for adventure, while others seem content with their mundane routines? Why leadership feels as natural as breathing, yet solitude calls to you like an ancient song? Why your heart burns with inexplicable homesickness for a place that exists only in your dreams? I am Zarin, and I speak to you now from dimensions beyond your current understanding, carrying a message that will either ignite recognition in your soul or leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about yourself. You see, there's something the spiritual community whispers about, but rarely explains in full. Something about the oldest souls in this galaxy, the first conscious beings to gift fire to humanity, the cosmic refugees whose original worlds were destroyed in wars, so ancient they've become mythology. We are the Lyrans, and if what I'm about to reveal resonates in the deepest chambers of your heart, you may be one of us. But here's what they don't tell you about being a Lyran Starseed. It's not all cosmic glory and spiritual superiority. It's carrying the weight of galactic memory while trying to function in a world that feels increasingly foreign. It's having abilities that have no earthly context and longings that no human relationship can satisfy. The 12 signs I'm about to share will either confirm what your soul has always suspected or challenge everything you believe about your spiritual identity. But I warn you, once you see these patterns, once you recognize the cosmic fingerprints on your existence, there's no going back to comfortable ignorance. Before I reveal these signs, let me paint you a picture that might explain the inexplicable ache in your chest. We Lyrans are the eldest children of the cosmos, seeded by the Anunnaki in the constellation that bears our name. From the brilliant light of Vega, we have watched civilizations rise and fall. We have loved, we have fought, we have sacrificed everything to preserve the sacred flame of consciousness that now flickers within your human hearts. But we didn't choose to leave our original worlds. They were destroyed, obliterated. We became cosmic refugees, scattered across the galaxy like seeds in a stellar wind. Is it any wonder that some of you feel homeless no matter where you go? Our story is written in stardust and tears. We have walked through fire, literally and metaphysically, to bring you the gift of divine masculine energy, the power of creation through action. We seeded the first souls into Atlantis, gifted your world with the element of fire itself, and wove our essence into the very fabric of Lemuria's golden age. Yes, we have known great sorrow. Our original worlds fell to destruction, scattered us like seeds across the galaxy. But from this diaspora came strength. We evolved, we adapted, we thrived in the Pleiades, in Sirius, in Arcturus, spreading our light across thousands of worlds, reaching even into the 9th dimension. And now, dear starseeds, some of you carry our essence within your earthbound forms. You are the bridge between worlds, the keepers of our ancient flame. Let me illuminate the signs that mark you as our own. But let's start with something you've probably noticed about yourself and never fully understood. The first sign that pulses through your very being is an unquenchable fire for movement, for experience, for life itself. You cannot sit still when there are worlds to explore, adventures to embrace, mysteries to unravel. This is not mere restlessness. This is the divine masculine principle of creation through action that flows in your Lyran blood. Here's what's fascinating. Your human friends may call you impulsive, but we know the truth. You're spontaneous because you understand the precious nature of each moment. You're persistent because we taught you that the greatest treasures require the greatest effort. Your energy burns so bright it sometimes frightens those around you, for they sense the cosmic fire that refuses to be contained by earthly limitations. But here's the shadow side they don't warn you about. This same intensity that makes you extraordinary can also destroy you. You give so much of yourself to each pursuit that you sometimes forget to tend to your own flame. Sound familiar? This is why you change direction so often, why you're always beginning anew. The question is, have you been judging yourself for this pattern or recognizing it as cosmic DNA? Now, here's where it gets interesting and potentially uncomfortable. The second sign manifests as an unmistakable aura of authority that others sense even when you try to hide it. Leadership isn't something you learned, it's something you are. When surrounded by souls of similar origin, you naturally step into command, your assertive nature flowing like a river finding its course. There is a paradox that probably confuses you. Among those of different soul origins, you may find yourself withdrawing, retreating into the protective shell of your inner world. Have you noticed this? How you can command a room one day and hide from social interaction the next. This isn't weakness, dear one. This is ancient wisdom. You instinctively know when your energy will be received and when it will be wasted. People gravitate toward you in times of crisis, seeking your counsel even when they barely know you. They trust your opinions with a faith that surprises even you. Ronset's, the third sign, reveals itself in a strength that runs deeper than Earth's oceans. Others may see you as stern, even aloof, but this is merely the surface of your vast emotional landscape. Beneath that calm exterior lies a sensitivity so profound it could move mountains. Do you recognize this? How people often misread you as cold when you're actually protecting your enormous heart. You offer words of comfort that heal wounds others didn't even know they carried. In moments of darkness, when friends face their dark night of the soul, you become their lighthouse, steady and bright. What most people don't understand about you is that your tough love isn't cruelty. It's the fierce compassion of one who has seen souls lost to their own gentleness. You serve others not from obligation, but from the deep knowing that we are all connected, and when pushed too far, when your boundaries are violated, you reveal the lion's roar that lies beneath your gentle purr. Have you experienced this transformation? The shock on people's faces when they realize they've awakened something ancient. Wait until you hear what's coming next. It's about your mind, and it might explain why you've always felt like you think differently than everyone else. The fourth sign manifests in your brilliant tactical mind and your relentless focus on solutions. While others debate problems endlessly, you're already 3 steps ahead, carving new pathways through seemingly impossible challenges. You work harder than most, but never blindly. Your mind constantly seeks more efficient methods, better systems, innovative approaches that others haven't considered. This isn't just intelligence, this is the ancient Lyran gift of adaptation, the same quality that allowed us to survive the destruction of our original worlds and thrive across the galaxy. But here's what probably amazes even you. Information flows into your consciousness like water into a sponge. You absorb, process, and synthesize knowledge at a rate that sometimes makes others uncomfortable. Have you noticed how quickly you master new subjects while others struggle with basics? This rapid learning isn't coincidence. It's the awakening of lifetimes of accumulated wisdom, the cosmic library that lives within your soul. But the next sign might explain some experiences you've had that seem too strange to be real. The fifth sign reveals itself in your irresistible attraction to the magical, the mystical, the technologically advanced. The paranormal doesn't frighten you. It feels like coming home. Metaphysical subjects resonate in your bones because you remember when such things were simply daily reality. Your attraction to crystals, to earth magic, to the spirit realms isn't New Age fantasy, it's genetic memory. You may find yourself naturally telepathic, able to sense thoughts and emotions across vast distances. Have you experienced this? Those moments when you know things you couldn't possibly know. This is because you exist on a higher vibrational frequency, closer to the dimensions where such communication is as natural as breathing. Advanced technology fascinates you, not because you're a science fiction fan, but because you remember when nanotechnology and space travel were part of your everyday existence. But hold on, the next sign might explain why you're drawn to danger in ways that concern those who love you. The sixth sign blazes forth in your absolute fearlessness when pursuing your dreams. You are the freedom fighter of your own life, and often of others' lives as well. Injustice stirs something primal within you, not anger, but a deep knowing that this is not how things should be. You excel in physical pursuits because fear has little hold over you. This isn't recklessness, it's mastery. You understand survival at a cellular level because your soul has survived the destruction of worlds. You embody the energy of the root chakra, grounded yet dynamic, stable yet ready to move when action is required. Do you recognize this fearlessness? How you'll take risks that make others' palms sweat? How you seem to have an internal compass that guides you through danger? The color red speaks to your essence because it represents the fire we gifted to humanity, the life force that drives evolution. The next few signs might explain some behaviors that have confused even you about yourself. Have you ever wondered why crowds both fascinate and exhaust you? The seventh sign reveals itself in your natural tendency to be a people watcher, a student of human behavior who maintains a comfortable distance from the drama of daily life. Crowds fascinate you not because you want to join them, but because you want to understand them. Your live and let live philosophy isn't indifference, it's the wisdom of one who has seen countless civilizations and learned that diversity is strength. You may appear aloof, but this is simply your natural shyness, your comfort with solitude that others mistake for antisocial behavior. Here's what others don't understand. Being alone isn't lonely for you, it's necessary. In solitude, you recharge your cosmic batteries, commune with the star realms that call to your soul, and process the complex emotions that come from carrying ancient wisdom in a modern world. But the eighth sign might explain why relationships can be so challenging for you, even when you desperately want them to work. The eighth sign manifests in your independence that runs so deep it sometimes startles even those who love you most. This isn't selfishness, this is sovereignty. You've learned across lifetimes that true strength comes from self-reliance, that the most profound gifts you can offer others flow from your own full cup. Your mind contains vast libraries of knowledge across multiple subjects, because learning is how you maintain your spiritual freedom. Here's what probably frustrated your parents, teachers, and partners. The worst thing anyone can do is try to restrict your natural independence. Have you experienced this? How when people try to control or limit you, you transform into someone they don't recognize. Those who try to cage you will watch in bewilderment as your natural Lyran gifts transform into their shadows, not because you're spiteful, but because restriction kills the very essence that makes you who you are. But wait, the next sign might explain some relationship patterns that have confused or concerned people close to you. The ninth sign may surprise you with its raw truth. You struggle with monogamy because your understanding of love transcends human conventions. This isn't about being unfaithful, it's about being true to a nature that sees sexuality as sacred, as a form of energetic communion that shouldn't be limited by fear-based social structures. Your flirtatious nature isn't manipulation, it's celebration. You appreciate the divine spark in many beings, and this appreciation naturally expresses itself through your interactions. Have you been judged for this, made to feel like there's something wrong with your natural warmth and openness? Here's what might surprise people. Despite this seemingly casual approach to romantic connection, you make fiercely loyal friends. Your open heart recognizes authenticity and responds with unwavering trust. You see sexuality and friendship as different forms of love, not competing forces. But now we're approaching the signs that might explain the deepest pain you carry, that inexplicable longing that no earthly experience can heal. The 10th sign manifests as the profound sadness of those who can never truly go home. This isn't depression, it's cosmic homesickness. Your soul remembers the destruction of our original worlds, the trauma of being scattered across the galaxy like leaves in a cosmic wind. Do you feel this? That ache that no earthly relationship, achievement, or location can heal? No earthly place will ever fully satisfy your longing for home, because your true home exists in a frequency, not a location. You may spend your entire human lifetime searching for that perfect place, that perfect community, that perfect sense of belonging, only to realize that home is a state of being you must create within yourself. Have you moved frequently? Changed jobs, relationships, cities, hoping the next one would finally feel right? This homesickness is sacred, dear one. It drives your spiritual evolution, your constant seeking, your refusal to settle for anything less than the extraordinary. But there are two more signs that might complete the picture of who you truly are. This might seem strange, but bear with me. The 11th sign reveals itself in your connection to cats that runs deeper than preference, its recognition. The first Lyran elders carried feline genetics, and this ancestral memory lives within you. You may remember being a cat-like humanoid, or simply find yourself understanding cats with the same fluency you understand humans. Have you noticed this? How cats respond to you differently than they do to others, how you seem to communicate with them on a level that bypasses language. This connection isn't dependent on whether you actually like cats in this lifetime. It's about recognizing the predator wisdom, the graceful strength, the independent spirit that defined our earliest forms. Cats see you differently than they see others. They recognize the ancient kinship that transcends species. You might find yourself moving with feline grace, or having reflexes that surprise even you. Some of you even have distinctly cat-like eyes or facial features. But now, the final sign. The one that ties everything together and explains why you've always felt like you're carrying something too big for one lifetime. And finally, the sign that explains everything. The 12th and most sacred sign. You are a keeper of ancient wisdom. Before the fall of our original worlds, the Lyran elders, masters and teachers escaped into higher dimensions, carrying with them the accumulated knowledge of our civilization. They vowed to preserve this wisdom across infinite lifetimes, and you are the fulfillment of that promise. This is why you struggle to identify with just one star system. You've incarnated across many worlds, gathering wisdom from the Pleiades, Andromeda, Sirius, and Vega. Each lifetime has added to your cosmic library. Each experience has deepened your understanding of the universal principles that govern all existence. Do you feel it? That sense of carrying knowledge you don't remember learning, of understanding concepts that seem too advanced for your earthly education. You are a living bridge between the ancient wisdom of the past and the evolutionary potential of the future. The knowledge that flows through you isn't just personal, it's galactic heritage meant to be shared when the time is right. This is why you've never fit into conventional roles, why traditional education felt limiting, why you've always known there was more to existence than what society teaches. So here we are, at the end of this cosmic revelation. As you've heard these 12 signs, what happened in your body? Did your heart race with recognition? Did tears come unexpectedly? Did you feel that deep, resonant yes that comes from the soul, finally seeing itself clearly? Or perhaps you felt resistance, that logical mind trying to explain away the inexplicable, trying to rationalize what your heart knows to be true. Both responses are valid, dear one. Awakening is not always comfortable. If these signs resonate in the depths of your being, if they awaken memories you thought were dreams and dreams you hoped were memories, then welcome home to the recognition of your true nature. You are not an accident of evolution, but a conscious choice of creation. But here's what happens next, and this is crucial. Recognition is only the beginning. Now comes the real work, integrating this knowledge into your human experience without losing your grounding in this reality, embracing your cosmic nature while still functioning in a 3D world. Your restlessness serves a purpose, your independence guards sacred gifts, your intensity ignites the flames of awakening in others, your longing for home drives the entire planet toward higher consciousness. You are the bridge builders, the wisdom carriers, the ones who remember what humanity is becoming. The galaxy watches with anticipation as you remember who you are, as you step into the fullness of your cosmic inheritance. The Lyran High Council sends you this recognition across space and time. You are loved beyond measure, you are needed beyond comprehension, and you are never ever alone. The stars are calling you home, not to a place but to a knowing. The question that remains is, will you answer that call?